Hey, this is Coach Jeff with Iron Mobility Channel, and we've got a fun little shoulder mobility workout for you here today. This is going to be in preparation for the next workout that we're doing, which is going to be a Turkish get-up focused workout. So have some fun with me here with this one, and then go check that one out next, all right? We're going to get started with some full shoulder cars, rotations for the shoulder. I always like this one. It's great any time of day. So just stand here with me. You can do these standing or kneeling, but I'm going to do them standing for you here. And we'll start with the right arm. You could mirror me if you prefer, but I'm going to do my right arm here. And we're just going to palms facing towards the front. Sweep the arm across and up, bicep alongside the ear here. And then I'm going to sweep down and behind, rotating internally as I do. Keeping that internal rotation, I'm going to raise my arm as high as I can without letting it round my rib cage here. And then from that high point, I'm going to sweep back up through external rotation, trying to get the largest range of motion here for my shoulder joint. All right, let's do that one again. We're going to do 2 more rounds on that side, and then same thing on the other side, going through that largest range of motion that you can get without pain. And if you feel some crunchy spots, try to smooth them out if you can. A little bit faster on this third round now that the shoulder has done it a few times and is ready for it. All right, and then switching sides, returning that palm to forward facing, sweeping the other side now, all the way up bicep alongside the ear before going through your internal rotation as you're sweeping down and back. Try to get those 2 movements together, raising that arm as high as you can here behind you, palm as high as you can without rounding forward, so still nice long spine, and then going through that external rotation as you sweep back up and all the way down. All right, same thing. Going through your internal rotation all the way down and raising it up behind you. Good. Sweeping all the way back up and down. Last one on this side. Going to go through that full range of motion a little bit faster now that the shoulder's ready for it. Oh yeah, all the way up and down. Got a little spider crawling on me, tickling me. All right, there we go. Now, let's come into, I'll actually give you this side here. Come into a quadruped position for me for a moment. We're going to do a nice closed chain exercise here. This is the scapula car, scapula controlled articular rotation. So I'm trying to move my scapula independently of the rest of my body here. We'll do our best, trying to keep a nice long spine as we're doing this as well. So I'm going to start here protracting, just pushing away the ground as far as I can, my scapula really sliding out across my rib cage here, trying to keep that position. I'm going to start to go to elevating my shoulders. So I'm not moving the rest of my body. I'm really just trying to move my shoulder, move my scapula up here, shrug my shoulders as I press away. Hold in that position for a moment when you've got it, and then start to release the protraction, but keep the height, sinking down, letting the scapula really try to touch behind your back here. Good. Keeping that retraction now of the scapula, we're going to start to depress, pulling the scapula down towards the hips. And you may notice one or more of these positions is really difficult for you, and that's okay. Do your best. Get your largest range of motion from this depressed and retracted position. We're going to protract now, keeping the depressed position towards the hips. Good. And then from that position, let's hold it for a moment. We're going to elevate again in that protracted position, and we're all the way back to the beginning here. Good. One more round in this direction. letting ourselves retract the scapula from that elevated position, depress the scapula. Oh, yeah. Protract with the depression. And elevate with the protraction again. Now we're going to reverse the direction from here, so we're going to depress towards the hips. Retract. Move a little bit more slowly here in this first round in this direction. Elevate. Keeping that retraction as you elevate. Protract with that. Nice elevation. And then we're back to where we started. Depress towards the hips. Retract. Elevate. Protract. And we're back to where we started. Release that tension. Nice. There's a lot of different ways you can do that, of course. Do it standing, things like that, but the closed chain version is very difficult. Great for today. So happy to do that one with you. Now, we're gonna make use of some teeny little weights, okay? This is a fun challenge. If you've got some little ones, these are 3-pounders. I'm gonna be using these today. But whatever small weights you have around, 5 pounds can actually be pretty difficult with this one. So just something small. You can even do this without weight as well. But we're going to be doing some internal external rotation drills here first for the shoulder. So I'm gonna get arms out wide, T position, neutral here, holding my weights in my hands, and then trying to keep a nice tall spine, wide position here, hands going right out for my shoulders. I'm gonna go into internal rotation first, and I'm gonna try and keep this height in my shoulders the whole time. Taking some breaths. Trying to find that end range. Internal rotation here for the shoulder. Trying to keep my hands really stretching out away from the shoulder joint as I'm here. Holding here. Just continue trying to find that end range. You don't need to squeeze the weight too hard, but squeeze them a little bit as you're trying to get into that end range rotation for the shoulder. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're coming back to neutral. Take a moment and then into your external rotation, still keeping this same height in the shoulders. Try to keep a nice long spine here, nice tall spine. Finding that end range, fighting for it if it feels safe. Oh yeah. And this one, you know, tends to try to round your whole body, but try to keep that nice upright spine, neutral spine as you're here. Holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to neutral. Ooh. Oh yeah. All right. We're going to do that same internal external rotation, but now at a low angle here. So starting at your nice low angle, maybe about 25 to 45 degrees here. And we're going to go into that internal rotation first. Find that end range. Don't let it round you forward. Keep that nice upright spine. And breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going back to neutral and keeping that same angle, going into your external rotation. Finding that end range for your rotation. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to neutral. Oh, yeah. Ooh, shoulders starting to feel juicy. We got one more of these with these little weights, and I'm sure you're starting to feel it. Shoulders are gonna feel great after these though. So let's do it. We're gonna come into the high angle next. So this one, it's easy to kind of bend the elbows and stuff, but try to have still some nice long arms here, nice high angle, and try to avoid going into too much flexion or extension for the spine here, okay? Let's start again with that internal rotation. We're doing 20-second holds here. Find the end range. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We still have that external rotation now. Almost done. Find that end range. Twist into it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Whew. That feels good. That feels really nice. Oh, my shoulders are feeling really good now. Okay. Last exercise here in our warm-up. I hope you're enjoying it here. We are going to do some high flies with a low weight here, okay? So getting a little bit more intense with the warm-up, a little dynamic movement before we get into some full overhead pressing in our workout here. So find small weight. I'm going to use these same 3s, but any small weight is fine. We're going to be doing a lot of reps for this, so you don't want it to be too heavy. I'm going to get into a nice athletic stance here, so a little bit of a forward angle, a little bit of a hip hinge here, and I'm going to be doing 3 different positions, 8 reps each time. So we're going to start with the high position here, going into that same high position, trying to keep nice long arms and get as much height as we can here. All right, 8 reps. Let's do it. That's 8. Now mid height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, thank you for doing that shoulder warm-up with me. Now, if your shoulders are feeling especially sticky today, or they just need a little bit more, rewind the video, do it all again. I always like to make sure I'm fully warmed up, especially if I'm doing some low rep heavy weights. If you're ready though for the workout, go into your favorite shoulder workout or check out one of our shoulder workouts, including the next upcoming video, which is going to be Turkish Get Up focused. Thank you so much for joining me here, Coach Jeff with Iron Mobility. I look forward to seeing you for the next one. And if you like it, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. It helps get the videos out there for everybody else as well. Share it with your friends and family. I hope you have a fun time. Thanks for joining us.